It's raining. Good part about it raining in the early morning is it's cool. It's cool. And the mosquitoes ain't flying. Well, it's still raining this morning. Oh, the Appalachian Trail is a corridor along here. And I looked at it, and for some reason, this is the first time since I've been in Maryland that I didn't have a cell phone signal. But I'm coming up on the Pennsylvania border, fixing to go into, what is it, Fort Clinton? No, it's fixing to go into Penmar. Penmar is like in about 6 or 7 miles. And when I get down there, when I get down to Penmar, the thing is, I don't see any radar. And there's a park down there. It's got, I can plug in, I can get undercover, all that stuff. But I'm in some spot here, some rocky spot, halfway up this mountain, and there's no cell phone signal here. I could probably go a quarter mile or a half mile, and I'll probably have a cell phone signal, no problem. 3 bars, who knows? But not here. So I can't see the radar. I'm not in a hurry though. I've looked ahead. I don't think I'm going to go to Fayetteville like I thought I was. That's like 24 miles ahead. I looked ahead, and there's a Pine Grove Furnace is only about 45 miles from here, and which would be like 39 miles when I get down there. And also when I get down here to Penmar, it says on my app, it says there's a board down there, and it's got information on hostels, hotels, all that stuff, how to get food delivered right there. So I'm going to go check that out. I might stay in a hostel tonight. And if I do that, then it's a 3-day hike, 2 or 3 day hike, or it's a 2-day hike, 2-day and a wake up hike to Pine Grove Furnace. And if I do that, that'll work out really good. That's where there's a general store there. This is all walking distance, because right by the AT museum's there. There's hostels there, right there, all in walking distance. So, or a hotel or something. So I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna hang out here. In my hammock, my pack's dry. I rearranged my pack where it's not getting any dripping wet or nothing. So everything I got's undercover. So I'm just gonna hang out here for. Why get wet if you don't have to? All right, I'm up and going this morning. Got a late start till 9:30. I waited for the rain to completely stop, so my tarp would be completely dry. That's what I tell myself anyway. I won't carry the rain. But anyway, there's a water source. I'm not going to get water here because I'm going to climb. There's supposed to be a waterfall up there, up another 200 feet up that mountain. I'm going to climb that. And as you can see, the trail is all rocks. It's a lot of rocks. I talked to a couple southbounders, and they said going into Penmar, it's all rocks. So it's going to be slow go here, probably over that mountain. And I'm hoping to get there somebody at 9:30. Shit, almost 10 o'clock now. Shit, it's going to be the afternoon sometime. And I'm only going to have a little 7 miles in, or 6 or 7 miles in when I do get there. But, we'll see. I'll decide what I'm going to do when I get there. I might move on, or I might go into town. I don't know. When you're going over rocks like this, they're slippery too. You got to be, you can't really move fast. And so that's just the way it is. Hopefully some of these, after this rain this morning, some of these rocks will be dried out maybe a little bit. I have no water issue this morning already. At the first climb, I didn't find that water source. That happens. It said it was a stream and a little waterfall, but then there was a side trail that went over rocks, and I gave up following it. because it got to the point where I didn't hear any water anywhere, so I didn't. So there's other water, but I got to go a long way down. But I don't know. I'm pretty much hydrated this morning, and I've got a half a liter of water, and it's hot. It's still cool, so maybe I don't think it's about 5 miles to Penmar, maybe 1,000 miles of climbing. Maybe I think I can knock it out. We'll see. I'll figure it out. But all right, it is muggy. I mean, sweaty, but there's kind of a coolness in the air up here, so that's good. All right, I just checked the elevation. Penmar Park. It does have, according to what I could see, it's got bathrooms, electricity, and water, and it's about a 500 foot. It's 5 miles from here, right at 5 miles. It's 500 foot ascent in the course of the waypoints, and 935 foot descent. That means going down. And the only thing that worries me is if it's rocks going down, it's going to be slow go because they're wet. So, but we'll see. I'm going for it. I'm going straight to Penmar. Before I get water, I just sip on the water I got and keep moving them. I've eaten breakfast already, and so I made a breakfast sandwich and ate it. Ate a couple of protein bars. I'm pretty much hydrated. So I've already had my business meeting this morning, did that too. So I'm ready to go. I'm just ready to rock. I'm just going to rock these 5 miles concentrated and just knock them out. That's what I'm going to do right now, because I've already reached this mammoth climb. I've been climbing for like a mile and a half to get here. And now I'm up on top, so I'm just going to start moving. And I'm only 5 miles away. So I was right at 6.8. I was close to 7 miles away when I started this morning. 5 miles doesn't sound like nothing. I ain't worried about missing that water source now. I'm just going to keep moving. That's the idea. All right, the more I've been thinking, I think it'd be a good idea is, when I get up, I got about 200 miles to go, so when I get here into Pennsylvania, to the Delaware Water Gap, then I just go ahead and pack up and move it. See, I got them shoes coming to Hanover. I just have to change the date. I'll eventually get to Hanover, but just take a train, a bus, or whatever I got, and just go on up to Maine. There's a hostel on the other side of the 100-mile wilderness that will pick you up. That has access to shuttle riders and stuff like that. So I can get out there. They can come get me wherever I come in at. Then I can hike the 100-mile wilderness and climb Mount Katahdin just like I was through hiking. Just go ahead and do that. Then have them pick me up again, bring me back to the start of the 100-mile wilderness, and then I'll start going south. And then I'll just go ahead and knock Maine out and New Hampshire out, go southbound. And I'll beat all this heat up here, down here too. Because the math ain't adding up for me. And what's going to happen, I could probably still make the window, but it's going to be a lot of people, what they do, when it start getting close, they flip up. Excuse me. Oh, something caught in my throat. They'll flip up. And the thru hikers, I talked to a thru hiker that finished last year, or finished here a couple years ago. And they finished right there, in the October range. It gets close to where they're going to close that mountain. And they said it picks up, it gets real crowded. So many people flip. So at the end of it, so I can beat some of that too. But another point too, all these thru hikers, that's the first time in my life I've hiked this far. And all these people I've run into that passed me, that I've met, and they passed me up. I'll get a chance to see them all again, going southbound. And then when I go to the hiker parade in following years in Damascus, when I go and I'll know everybody in the parade, in my hiker class. So I don't know. The more I'm thinking about it, the more it sounds like a good idea. Now I could go up there, and then when I get back to Delaware Water Gap, then I just pack up, train, plane, automobile, whatever, and get back to my car in Georgia. And So I'm kind of thinking that way, but it's like, all right, that's a whole nother set of logistics. How am I going to do this? And so I'm going to start throwing that out there when I get next hostile stuff. I'm going to start talking about how can I do this? Because this is the area I'm getting out. I'm bouncing to. When I get up Delaware Water Gap, I'm going to find out what kind of transportation there is in that area, how the best I can do it, and keep my gear together. You know, I don't want to be separated from my gear. I'd rather have it in my. Should I buy a suitcase? You know, should I get on a plane? But because I don't want to have an extended period of time off the trail either, getting up there. But you know, if it takes me a few days, I thought about that too. I've got these overuse injuries, and that will give them time to recover. If I take, you know, you take a few days off down here and you're not going anywhere. It's just anxiety and spending big bucks, sleeping at, you know, I mean, and so, I mean, well, same thing if you're traveling, but I think there's just more anxiety. Sitting in one place, you know, thinking you're healing up. You're not really. Yeah, and I wouldn't be doing it. If I was traveling, I'd be resting because I'm not walking. You saw what I did on my day off, yesterday or day before. When I went into Boonesboro, I walked 4 miles. I walked 5 miles just to go get a resupply, just keep my legs. I mean, I don't know. I think that would probably even be better for me if I traveled up there, because in the time I'm on the bus, plane, or train or whatever, then you know I'm going to be sitting resting. It's an idea, but now I'm looking at flipping up when I get the Delaware Water Gap. But I got to get there first, though. I ain't there. We got to get through the rocks and without injury. And the really good thing that sounds, it's psychologically making me feel better, because then I can get up there before it gets hot, when it's still cool, and get that doggone the hardest part of the trail done, Maine and New Hampshire. Get that done, and then it's just easy. The trail gets easier as I come down. Vermont's a little tougher, and then you know you got New York, Massachusetts, and New Jersey, and then where I can just cruise through, and that's how I'm going to finish my hike. So the last few hundred miles last 200 or 300 miles will be really nice. So that's, instead of being really, of course, I won't end it climbing Katahdin, but I'll end it walking every blaze, covering the whole entire trail. I'll get my thru hiker certificate. I'll still get that. You know, it'll be a flip flop, but what the heck? You know, it's still a thru hike. Still considered a thru hike, a complete thru hike, a complete hike of the Appalachian Trail in 1 year. In the calendar year is the definition of a thru hike. Okay, let's go. The more I think about it, the more I think it'd be pretty cool, because I'd be going backwards, and so I'll go through all the people that passed me. And when it comes to the trail days in the future, and the get-togethers of the class of 226, you know, thru hiker class, then everybody's going to know me, or I'm going to know everybody too, because I'll see them all. I mean, I'm thinking about it. All right, let's get going. Well, this is what you deal with. It's just constant rocks. I gotta even stop the film. You got stuff here, stuff over here, stuff over here, and just it gets worse. This is mild right here. All right, let's go. This is what I was afraid of, and it's been getting worse. And this is about how it is. This is the trail. See them rocks? You gotta crawl over them all the way down forever. I slipped on a rock like that, just like that, in North Carolina. That's what I ripped my rain pants in half. Skinned myself up. Gotta take my time. Yeah, whenever they put these blazes on the rocks, it's usually not a good sign. This is Penmore Park. The Appalachian Trail goes right. All right, it's a Saturday night. Got my laundry done. I did get in a ride from town, from that park. That park there's some guy that retired from the park, and he give hikers. It ain't but about 3 miles into town, but he charges $25. Yeah, and that's how the hikers get money. I mean, that's how they make money around here. They prey on the hikers. Hell, he had hikers waiting on him. But the thing is, all the hotels are full now. These hikers come in there and they're trying to resupply Walmart. That's what they do. He charges $25. They come in, they give him a ride to Walmart. And then, I went ahead and got a reservation. There was 2 rooms left. There's stuff going on. I said one hotel. They don't have 2 hotels. They had 2 big weddings going on this weekend here. And so one of them was filled up. Had 2 rooms left. And I'm getting charged $25 to come down here. So I said, well, yeah, I had a laundromat beside it. I need to get to my clothes done. So I had to give them my credit card number over the phone. Well, then they tell me, after giving the credit card number, that I need to do the information again, because I was talking to an AI and it's not coming through. So I did it again, and now I get back. I got pending charge for 2 rooms. And the prices ain't even right. You know, they said it was going to be $90 in tax. One of them was $112. When I talked to a person, they said she confirmed it. She says, "Well, it's $39 for these fees and all this, and it's going to be $112." I said, "Okay." I said, "The other one didn't tell you." Yeah, the AI didn't say anything about it. And so the AI said it was $90. So their AI was screwing up, and or whatever. Who knows? So I get that. So they charged me for 2 rooms. Billed on my credit card, pending bill. Well, I'll finish this in a minute. I got my laundry done. I'm fixing to get dressed. Take a shower and get dressed. Got everything done. But anyway, after they got the laundry charge, the charge to my room, they double charged me. So the guy down here, he can't do nothing. The Indian owns the hotel. He said, "Well, that's corporate. Does all that." I said, "Okay." It's a nice room, but so I called the corporate place. They don't answer the phone. I mean, I went to tell her. I told her about the problem. So I called the reservation line, and tell her about the problem, and she hangs up the phone on me. I mean, hangs up on me. So I call back again. Like they just taking a deal with it, right? So I call back again. Go through the AI thing, then he says, "Well, you're gonna have to talk to a person about the billing," and I wait for 30 minutes. They didn't answer the phone, wouldn't even pick up on it. So I called USAA, the credit card company. That was the card I was using, and I had her flag that date. I told her the whole story, and she said, "Well, it's pending right now. When it goes on charge, you let us know." I got her name and her log number for the call, and I said, "Yeah, there's 2. I even talked to the hotel guy down here. There's another room over here with my name and reservation." I said, "I mean, can you use common sense here? I'm by myself. I can't sleep in 2 rooms. Nobody else has checked into it. You know, can't you get that? Call them and tell." Yeah, he says, "No, I don't talk to them. You're gonna have to call them." I mean, that's beyond frustration, beyond it. And all I can do, I call them a credit card. I said, when it comes on, I'll just dispute it again. They're gonna, but ain't no sense worrying about it. It's just, I never give my credit card out over the phone. I did. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have gave my credit card number out over the phone. I mean, to anybody, to any corporation, anybody, should have never done it. But I wanted that room. It's Saturday night, and I got to thinking, well, if I don't get this is my ride right here. The only way I'm going to get in there. Is the road was, I couldn't get, it was 3 mile walk to town, or 4 mile walk, something like that. And I don't know. I didn't. So, and the road was too windy. There wasn't no shoulder on it. So, I had to have a ride, even though it wasn't that far. Well, we'll see. We'll pick it up in the morning. Let me get these videos out.